Hello, voice lady Lizzy Rushby here, and I'm going to just talk very quickly about retraction. Now, did you know that you've actually got two sets of vocal folds within your larynx? That is your voice box. You've got your true vocal folds, which open and close, and then above the true vocal folds, you've got a pair of false vocal folds. Well, why on earth would you have a pair of false vocal folds? Well, they're actually involved in protective, they have a protective role. So when you swallow, you don't want the food and drink that you are swallowing to go into your lungs. You want it to go into the esophagus. So you've got three levels of protective closure. The vocal folds will close, the false vocal folds above them will close, and the epiglottis will come down. So that's why you've got these false vocal folds. Now, if you're singing, particularly if you're trying to belt, if you're going for your, there's a lot of belty pop songs out there and you're trying to belt notes and you're feeling that scratchiness, that is highly likely to be your false vocal folds are coming in. They're sort of closing the space and you're getting that constriction. Retraction is about getting those false vocal folds out of the way so that you can sing comfortably without this scratchiness. Now, what's a quick way that we can get into the retracted position? Well, the silent breathing method. So I call it your musical theatre face. So pull a big kind of musical theatre face, kind of open. You want a gap between the teeth, so your jaw's down. And what you're going to do is shape your throat in a way where when you're breathing in and out, that in and out breath is silent, so that you're breathing in silently. And I'm going to keep my musical theatre face all the way through. I'm going to breathe in silently. I'm going to breathe out silently. Now, if I do the two together, I'm going to keep the same face. Now, my focus has to be on shaping the throat in a way that there's no turbulence. If you're tired, your false vocal folds may start to kind of lean in and there's just a little bit of constriction there. Or some people's settings, their default setting is that their false vocal folds are sort of constricted most of the time. There's no judgment on that at all. It's just when it comes to singing, if you're having problems with scratchiness, then retracting would benefit you. Some singers can sing through the false vocal folds and make great sounds, really great, interesting, edgy sounds by singing through the false vocal folds, so they don't seem to have a problem with it. It's not that we're making a judgment on singing through the false vocal folds, but this is a tip to help those who are getting that scratchiness and they really are finding it problematic and they're finding that it's limiting their singers. So we can do that silent out breath. My focus is, I'm sort of focused on shaping the throat in a way where I don't get turbulence, where I don't get... I want it nice and clear, I want it nice and open. If you want to take this a step further, you can put your fingers in your ears and see if you can hear yourself breathing. If you can hear yourself breathing, then you've got a little bit of constriction, and what you want to aim for is a totally silent sound as you're breathing. One thing I would add, don't cheat. You have to kind of have an open mouth. That's why I sort of recommend this kind of, cheesy musical theatre. What you don't want to do is breathe in silently and then cheat it by using the lips as a silencer. Don't do it. Don't go. I'll get a side view. And if you're doing that, you're using the lips as a silencer. You want the retraction is a setting within the larynx, so you don't want to be using the lips as a silencer. That's why we want to keep the jaw open, and your focus wants to be on the throat, opening a sideways space in the throat. You're not looking for a long throat. sideways. I think of a smiley throat. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. So constriction, that scratchiness, is when your false vocal folds, well, it's highly likely to be your false vocal folds coming in and constricting. And what you want to do, you know, you don't want to do silent out breaths for the sake of it. We're doing the silent out breath so that you can get a sensation of what shape the throat has to be to avoid this scratchiness, and then apply that as you sing. So as you're kind of singing big nose, ah, ah, and I'm thinking as I'm going for the note, retract, open that throat up, open that throat up. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope that was useful. You can find me on Facebook for more singing content. Please like and subscribe, but more importantly, let me know in the comments what content you would like to see on this channel. This is a brand new channel, and I'd love to connect with singers all around the world at whatever level you're at. Do you have any questions about singing? Do you have any questions about vocal technique that I could help you with? Let me know below. I am Voice Lady Lizzy Rushby, and we'll sing soon.